Good evening. Your family court judge and your caseworker are trapped in a burning building, but you only have time to save one of them. So do you go to lunch or go to a movie? What's the difference between a social worker and a pit bull terrier?
What?
At least you can get part of your baby back from the pit bull. Hefty bags, the unofficial luggage of the foster care system. This foster mother has never been able to tell the twins apart, and so she decided to measure them, and it helped too because the girl is 3 inches shorter than the boy. Okay, this desperate-to-adopt couple was absolutely delighted when finally their long wait to adopt a baby came to an end. The adoption center called and told them that they had this wonderful Russian baby boy when the couple took him without hesitation. On the way home from the adoption center, they stopped by the local college so they could each enroll in night classes. So they go in and fill out all the forms, and the registration clerk asks, "Whatever possessed you to study Russian?" And the woman replies, "We just adopted a Russian baby, and in a year or so he'll start to talk, so we just wanted to be able to understand him." What's the difference between God and a social worker?
Huh?
God doesn't pretend to be a social worker. God admits that the social worker could be wrong. God tells his clients that social workers do exist. One night, these two social workers were walking through a rough part of the city when suddenly they heard moans and cries for help from a back alley. Upon investigation, they found a semi-conscious man in a pool of blood. "Help me, I've been mugged and viciously beaten," he pleaded. So the two social workers then turned and walked away. One said to the other, "You know, the person that did this really needs help." What do you call 1,000 child protective workers all chained up together at the bottom of the ocean?
I don't know.
A really good start. Why do they bury child protective workers 300 feet underground?
I don't know.
Because deep down they are really good people. A little boy is talking to his school guidance counselor after having problems at home. The counselor asks him if he would like to go live with his father, and the boy says, "No, he beats me." "Well, how about your aunt?" asked the counselor. "No," the little boy said, "because she beats me too." So the counselor asks, "Well, who do you want to live with then?" And the little boy thinks for a minute and says, "I want to go live with the Cleveland Browns because they never beat anybody." Knock, knock.
Who's there?
An adoptee. What do you call a foster kid who's hanging on a hook on a wall? Art. Why do male social workers prefer briefs to boxers?
I don't know.
Because they prefer a warm, supportive environment. So this family court judge says to a mother, "You do understand that you have sworn to tell the truth?" And the mother says, "Yes, I do." So the judge asks her, "Do you understand what will happen if you are not truthful?" And the mother says, "Sure, I get everything I want." So the judge turns to the father and asks, "Do you have anything to offer this court before I issue my judgment?" And the father says, "No, Your Honor, my lawyer took it all." How many birth fathers does it take to screw in a light bulb?
I don't know.
Light bulb? What light bulb? I didn't screw any damn light bulb. It's not my light bulb, and I don't know anything about it. How many family law judges does it take to change a light bulb? Just one, but 2 lawyers have to explain how to do it. How many social workers does it take to screw in a light bulb?
I don't know.
The light bulb doesn't need to change. It's the system that needs changing. A mugger comes up behind a social worker, sticks a gun in her back, and says, "Your money or your life." And the social worker says, "I'm sorry, but I'm a social worker, so I don't have any money or a life." Did you hear about the social worker firing squad?
No, I haven't.
They all stood in a circle. How do you tell when a child protective worker is lying?
Her lips move.
Good night.